Hey, kids, I'm back. Well, let's talk about the manosphere today. Whoever thought of this this word was either taking the piss or extremely unintelligent. But anyway, the manosphere, yes. You have lots of so-called men complaining about women and telling you how to treat women so you would get successful with them. Women are not this big mystery, okay? You don't have to have game to get women. If she likes the look of you and you don't screw it up by talking utter crap and being a goofball around her, she will probably go with you, okay? There's a high chance she will go with you. If she likes you physically, if she likes you the way you behave, the way you are, the way you speak, the way you speak, the way you walk, the way you treat her, she will go with you. What's the mystery here? What is the bloody mystery here? Do you need to put on conferences and talk for a freaking week about how to get women? Jesus Christ, man. These guys. Another idiot screaming into the camera. I mean, it happens every day now. I don't know what the hell is happening. These fucking cretins think they're gonna be on YouTube. Anyway, you know how it is. Mostly cretins, right? Very few good people. It's a wonder not every second doesn't honk. It's a wonder. Anyway, yeah. I mean, do you have to put on conferences for a bloody week talking about how to get women? I mean, these guys, if you look at these guys, they put on these conferences and talk about how to get women and stuff. I mean, most of them look like they even behave like complete sociopaths. They just prey on other men. They're not good looking, they're a bit overweight like myself. Can you imagine me going there? God, I would rip them a new one, these fucking assholes. I would rip them a new one. I'm gonna learn something from these cretins, these low-lives idiots, just preying on vulnerable men. They can't get laid with women, which is not rocket science. And they're just preying on them and extracting money from them. That's what they do. I mean, they're scammers, they're liars, and most of them are sociopaths. I mean, you have to be in that line of business, just to lie to people like that, constantly. Every video, every podcast they do, everything, just total and absolute horseshit. Yes, women are about resources. Not all of them, but a lot of women are about resources. Yes, that's the way that we evolved, okay? We survived our whole history because of so-called hypergamy, because women are about resources. They want to get the best man that will provide for them and their child that they will have with him or somebody else, that they will provide, because women are weaker. They are weaker physically. They are weaker. A lot of women, the actual distribution of IQ is much wider among men than in women. Most women are average intelligence, and most men are average intelligence, but the distribution on the end of the curve and on the beginning of the curve for men is much wider, which means there are more idiots and there are more geniuses among men. And there's less idiots and there's less geniuses among women. It's just how it is. It's pure numbers. It's genetics. What? If women were not picky, who they were choosing to provide for them, to go out in the olden days, to go out and hunt, you know, they and their kids would starve. You know, you can't really survive on gathering fruits and, you know, roots and veggies and stuff like that very well in the long term, especially in the colder climates. You have to hunt, and men are stronger. They organize and they go hunting. Women are at home taking care of the kids. I mean, it's not rocket science, right? So they have to be very choosy and very picky on who they choose to provide for them. I mean, it's not rocket science. That's called hypergamy with these fucking idiots. Yeah, they're choosy. So what? If a better man shows, let's say a woman is with a particular man at the moment, okay? And a better provider, a better prospect comes along and is from the same tribe, she probably will go with him because he has more potential to provide for her than the current man she's with. It doesn't matter if she has kids with the current man. When the kids grow up, you know, she can go with another man. Or at the same time, you know, in the olden days, it wasn't this monogamy thing. It wasn't this monogamy thing. You know, people had kids with, you know, in the tribe, lots of people had kids with lots of women, and lots of women had kids with lots of other men. So dogs everywhere. So that's not a mystery, right? That's not a big mystery. You know, everything was pretty much communal, and there was one guy who was in charge of everything, and he got the most women because he could provide the best for them. He was the chief, you know, so he could provide the best for a multitude of women, and he had a multitude of women, not just one, because he was the head of the tribe. Okay, so what's the mystery here? He was the best provider, so he got the most women. What's the mystery? Oh yes, you're going to teach nerds that have their brains wired completely different and for other things in life. Now you're going to teach them how to get women. Yes, by lying to them, by manipulating them. Fine, I mean, women put on makeup and, you know, put all sorts of things on themselves to make them look better so they can attract a better mate. So, okay, fine. You got a nerd, dress him up nicely, teach him how to talk to people, which means you can't just say, okay, now I'm going to teach you how to talk to people. He has to actually talk to people every day. The more people he talks to, the more relaxed he becomes around other people, and more relaxed he becomes around the opposite sex. I mean, it's just practice. He doesn't have to change his personality completely. Even if he's a nerd, some women will find him attractive or cute. It doesn't matter. I mean, that's what it is. And if he doesn't screw it up by being a total nerd or dick around them, you know, they'll go with him. This is not a fucking mystery, okay? A Scooby-Doo mystery, this isn't, okay? Seriously, I mean, come on. When I was younger, and thinner, I was a lot better looking, and I never had problems with women. I was always, you know, very straight up and blunt about things. And some women didn't like that. In fact, most women didn't like that. Because, you know, women are wired more for nurturing, and they don't want to be criticized, or they don't want to be talked straight up. You have to sort of go around the bush a lot. It doesn't matter. The ones that did like me liked me a lot. So I don't want to be with every woman on this earth. In fact, I don't even want to be with 99% of women on this earth. I just want to be with the ones that like me. Okay? Because that's gonna work. That's gonna work. Either in short term or in the long term. If I don't change myself, or if she doesn't change herself. And these guys are teaching these poor nerds, they're taking advantage of, to be somebody that they're not. You won't be able to change their personality very much, if at all. They're just going to be miserable. They're going to be chasing women, and they're going to be miserable because they're going to be playing a role, and in the long term they're going to get into depression for sure. 100%. How many of these puas are depressed and losers in life? A lot of them. The ones that are selling, they say that they are puas, or pickup artists. Oh my God, what a name. The ones that are selling this crap are not actually pickup artists. They're just scammers, okay? They don't get women. They don't give a shit about women. They figured out, okay, I'm a fucking sociopath. I'm an idiot. I will never last with a woman, judging by my past. It never worked out because I'm a fucking cretin. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get money, and I'm gonna get women who care about money and providing, and I will get those women, and I will scam the money out of these poor suckers. That's their strategy. They're not pickup artists, okay? They just say they are. They claim they have these successes. Most of them don't. Go look at their videos, or videos where they pick up women on the street and stuff like that. It's all actresses. Most of it, 99% of it is actresses. They just hire actresses for the day, for 1 hour, and then they shoot the video. Oh yes, I'm a big pickup artist, look at me. You know, women are just giving me phone numbers and doing all sorts of stuff, and I'm just kissing them straight away. Dude, it's just ridiculous. 1% of guys maybe are like that they're charming enough and dominant enough so they can convince women to do all sorts of stuff straight away. Very few, 1%. And these guys that are selling this crap are not one of them, okay? I know one guy, he used to be my neighbor. I mean, he had women coming in and out constantly. And he was not a rich guy, he was a loser. He lived in his mother's apartment. It was a 1-bedroom apartment. It wasn't decked out nicely. It was just old furniture. The floor was all ripped up and scratched out. But the guy just, I don't know, had talent. It was in the genes. He had talent to attract women. He knew how to present himself, he knew how to talk, but he didn't learn this anywhere. It just flowed out of him naturally. You know? He had women coming and going all the time. And even now I hear, when he's a bit older, he's almost my age, he still gets women. Not as much as when he was younger, but he still gets women all the time. I wouldn't live his lifestyle at all. I mean, who wants to spend the whole week or the whole... I don't have time for this. I have businesses to run. I don't have time to, you know, I don't have time to you know, go around with women a lot, you know, and pick them up and, you know, talk to them and invite them back home and this and that. Who's got time for this, man? Come on. You know, years ago, when I had a separation from my last partner, I just dated online a lot, probably seen, I don't know, 100 women, 100 plus women, easy. It wasn't that hard. It was just like, I don't know, a few years ago. And I looked like this, 100 plus women on dates, you know. Some of them ended well, and, you know, 70% of them didn't. So what? I mean, you're not going to be compatible with every woman, and she's not going to be compatible with you. And stop trying to force the issue all the time. Yeah, but you want to force the issue, right? Because you want sex, right? You want sex from women. You want sex for as many women as possible. So you always want to force the issue, even if she's completely incompatible with you, even if she's an easy woman. Whatever it takes, just doesn't matter. You want to have sex with as many women as possible. Who the hell? I mean, I don't know. I can't put myself into a mind of such a person. I don't care how many women like me, and I don't care if I sleep with a lot of women. Who cares? I am on my journey. I have huge goals in life. Huge. I mean, I'm not going to even talk about these goals because they will seem ridiculous to you. Absolutely ridiculous. They will seem ridiculous to you. But before I go from this planet, you know, there's a few goals. I need to travel more. I need to have a bit more kids than I have. The kids that I have right now, I don't see them very often. First of all, I'm overseas. I'm not in Australia. Second of all, they are with my former partner, but that's the laws in the West. Even if you're in extreme alpha, even if your member between your legs is humongous, you know, you will still get screwed in the courts because the laws are written to benefit the female, not you, okay? The female is the one who is the valuable for reproduction, not you. Nobody cares about men, okay? Nobody cares about you. Get it through your thick head. Nobody cares about you, okay? Just face it, that's what it is. Nobody cares about men, okay? There's sadness and there's freedom in this. There's much more freedom than sadness in this fact. So anyway, more kids, more travel, see more of the world, and another thing which I'm never going to talk about, which is a humongous goal. I mean, it's just inconceivable to many people. So I'll not talk about it because you will think I'm crazy. So, in terms of business, you know, in terms of business, continue what I'm doing and start building bigger projects. Start developing bigger projects. The biggest one I've ever done was a whole neighborhood, but that's not big enough. Yeah, there's big projects in terms of development, but the third thing that I talked about, I won't talk about it because it's just too huge. So, getting women to go out with you and like you and stick with you is not rocket science, okay? Try to be the best version of yourself. Don't try to be the geeky, crazy, idiot self that you are, or that we are most of the time. There's another dog here, so I'm just looking that I don't get attacked. So many dogs, every house has a dog. So yeah, be the best version of yourself. have some goals in life. Pursue those goals. Don't concentrate, even if you're young. Please do not concentrate on women. Please. Just go after your goals. And when you see a woman that you like on the street, in the bar, in the grocery store, online, whatever, contact her or approach her. It's not rocket science. I mean, it's just numbers. It's a numbers game. Life, business, women, anything in life is a numbers game. The more you try, the more likely you will succeed at something. That's how it is. If you approached, next week, if you approached or contacted every single woman that you found fancy, then what would happen? What would happen? Well, after a few weeks, or even in the first week, after a few weeks, you would get a lot of phone numbers and a lot of contacts, and you would get a lot of dates out of it. And some of them will like you long term, and there will be your girlfriend or whatever, you know, your friends with whatever. So it's not hard, right? It's just a numbers game. Just approach and contact the ones you like, and don't, I mean, look, some people say, oh, don't be attached to the outcome, because then you're going to be nervous. I mean, we're human. Of course you're going to be attached to the outcome, because you like the look of that particular woman, and she looks, you know, good to you, and she seems to behave nicely, and she seems nice, you know, the way she treats other people, because you've been observing for maybe a few minutes, you know, how she is before you approach. If she looks at you, then you will definitely have to approach, especially if her eyes linger on you for a few seconds. So just approach and see what happens. If it doesn't work out, if she doesn't give you the number, or if she says, oh, you know, give me your number, just give her your number, doesn't matter. Most of the time she's not going to call you, because most of the time it's just an excuse, because she doesn't want you to give you her number, so you will not pester her. So she just says, oh, give me your number. So give her a number, don't expect her to call you, and just when you see another one that you like, approach and do the same thing. In terms of what do I say and how do I behave and all that stuff. Behave like the best version of yourself. Talk to her like she's your long-time friend. Just be relaxed. Just be straight up and relaxed. Don't try to perform in front of her. Don't try to be something that you're not. Okay, this woman that you like over there, I will approach her now, and she's my my long-time good friend. So just talk to her like she's your good friend. Every woman I ever dated, when I went for first dates or whatever, I just thought about, oh, I'm just gonna talk to her like she's my friend. Just straight up, and you know, be open and be relaxed, and just, you know, don't go through all these niceties and nicey routines of how he did this and how he did that. Just straight up, oh, hi, how you doing? How was your day? Blah blah blah. You know, I see you come here okay. Everything fine. Ba 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 ba. Let me just put my jacket on the stand. So I see you've already ordered. What are you drinking? Is it good? Yeah? You recommend me to drink the same thing? Okay. I'll call the waiter. Hey waiter, She says it's pretty good. Do you agree with that? Yeah? Just blah, blah, blah. Just normal, just relaxed stuff. And then start asking her questions, you know. Where you from, blah, 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 how this and how that. Where you study and where you work. Just normal questions, boring questions. You don't have to be a performing monkey. In fact, if she's bored out of her ass by you asking her, you know, sort of not probing, but sort of more personal questions, and she wants you to be the dancing monkey. Oh yeah, I'm dancing, and look how many jokes I'm saying, and oh look at this, and I'm juggling for you. And I mean, if she wants that, you're better off without her, because this woman is in entertainment mode, which means she's bored out of her ass. And the thing is, the more good looking she is, the more chance you will get that she will be in entertainment mode. What does that entertainment mode mean? It just means that she's basically been coddled by men around her and other people as well her whole life. And her whole life is so easy that it's gotten boring, okay? Her whole life is so easy that it's gotten boring, and she just wants some entertainment and drama in life, you know? She wants somebody to dance for her and tell jokes and argue with her, and then she's gonna be a bit more happy and she's gonna feel more alive, because right now it's all so bloody boring. So if you get a woman like that, that will sort of demand by her actions that you play a dancing monkey for her, just forget about it. Forget about it. Next. That's it. Doesn't matter how beautiful she is.